Hi, my name is David Styskal, and I am a technical support engineer at Wasabi. In this instructional video, we are going to cover user access separation policies. One common request Wasabi receives is how to set up the system config to user access separation at the sub-user, bucket, or folder level. First, to create a policy, log into the management console at console.wasabisys.com. Then navigate to IAM, Policies, and create a new policy. Now to review the different policy types and their applications. The first policy in this article is designed to give access to all buckets containing the sub-user's name as the bucket prefix. If a sub-user needs access to multiple buckets on an account, but not all, this is an efficient way to accomplish this. Note that this policy does include list all my buckets permission, so while the sub-user will only be allowed to access the relevant buckets, they will still see the names of all buckets on the root account. The next two policy types allow access to a specific bucket, with some differences between the two. Policy type 1 allows list all my buckets privileges and console access. Policy type 2 does not allow list all my buckets, and as a result, no console access. Note that the policy type 2 also requires bucket path specification from within a third-party application. Some applications have list all my buckets hard-coded into them, and in those cases, policy type 2 cannot be used successfully. The policy below this can sometimes be used in tandem with policy type 2. Third-party applications can sometimes behave strangely, attempting list all my buckets despite having set up policy type 2. If you notice this in testing without specifying the bucket path, you can attach this explicit deny policy to use with policy type 2. Less common use of user access separation are detailed in the next couple of policies. You can review this article to determine what would work best for your use case. Once you have inserted the policy script into the console editor, you can name and save the policy. After completing this, navigate to IAM, Users, and Permissions, and assign the access policy to the preferred sub-user. At this point, you have successfully given a sub-user a form of access restriction to account data. Using access keys will now reflect this with access denied errors to any bucket not specified in the access policy. Thank you for tuning into this instructional video. If you have any further technical questions, please reach out to support@wasabi.com.